Live on the internet every morning at 4 o'clock. Misty and Ike ruin the internet now with extra Nick. Hello, Nick.
Hello, Nick.
Hello, Nick.
That's funny. That's going to catch on.
Hello, Nick.
So it's the TGIF on Mafia week. Oh, my gosh.
Indeed, it is.
I let the people see my peepers. Oh.
This is not good.
That'll be the one Patreon cut that we do right there.
It should be.
That's worth $5 for you right there, isn't it, ladies?
I think it is.
So,
It's a lot.
best Mafia movies of all time?
Yeah.
Or Mafia TV programs? I'm just guessing.
I mean, we could kind of talk about a mixture of both. Like,
Both of them?
how prevalent the Mafia culture has kind of infiltrated pop culture. Because it's kind of a big deal. Like, The Sopranos... I want to say, and I'm probably wrong when I say this, but isn't The Sopranos like the most watched TV finale of all time? Or wasn't it then when it aired?
I don't know if it was before or after Seinfeld, so I can't tell you.
Yeah. But I mean, that's huge. That a not network TV show, that's on HBO, that would be one that would have that many people watch it. Like the infiltration of something that, a crime family became that ingrained into American pop culture. And there are so many shows that came after that also embraced that. Sons of Anarchy was huge. Like a lot of people, you don't think of it as Mafia, but it's West Coast Mafia.
Yeah. Biker gangs are mafiosos.
Totally.
Yeah.
And those were enormous shows.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Because piracy.
Because piracy
was
yesterday.
A mafioso thing.
I have a list of the top 13 highest grossing Mafia movies of all time.
I'm Misty.
And I'm Ike.
For the next 15 minutes,
We're going to debate pop culture.
my background's in music.
My background's in film.
I know the topics beforehand.
And I don't.
We check the internet for the facts.
And ruin it with opinions.
From pop rocks in your lunchbox.
To Happy Meal toys and Swatch clocks. Pick a number 1 through 13. It's in order.
12.
Donnie Brasco.
Whew, so good.
Yep.
So good.
Total domestic gross, $56.66 million.
Holy crap.
You remember what year it came out? Nick?
2001-ish?
Lower.
I'd guess 98.
97.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
You want to guess another one?
Yeah. Let's go even numbers. 10.
Oh, you're skipping a good one.
Okay, no, go back then.
That's fine. 10 is Goodfellas.
Don't skip a good one.
Well, 11 was Casino.
Oh.
So good.
If you haven't seen Casino, you need to stop what you're doing right now and see it. Between Casino and Heat.
Oh.
You need to see both of those like back to back and just make a day of it.
I got to find out how much Heat grossed.
I bet
how
a lot.
much did the movie Heat gross domestic? Oh, my. Oh, wait. Nope.
No?
The Heat.
Oh, The Heat with Melissa McCarthy.
Yeah. Guess what that got?
Tell me.
$159 million.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I adore her, and I have not watched that movie, and I pretty much refuse to watch
Oh,
that
here's
movie.
something interesting. Domestic box office for Heat, 1995. $67 million. Now, going back to Casino, $60.2 million.
And how far apart did they come out?
Heat was 95. Casino was 95.
They came out the same year, and they made, what was the difference? $7 million?
Yeah, Heat got $7 million more, but that's up until the articles were written. So
That's really interesting because they both had like stellar casts.
Well, yeah, they both had De Niro.
Right? How? He is like the ultimate.
Yeah.
Like to do two movies like that in the same year. They come out in the same year.
Yeah, I would think that.
And still both do great.
I think Scorsese took a little bit longer in post.
Probably.
Than, because your boy probably had like a 4-hour cut before the theatrical version.
Yeah.
And
Who did the other one?
Michael Mann.
That's right.
He did Heat.
We talked, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think he probably whipped his cut out in like 12 minutes, which is a very long film.
It is.
Very long film. Some of the best gunplay in a film I've ever seen.
Really?
Yeah. In fact, I would put Heat as a gangster movie.
I do.
It's organized crime.
In my head, it's
Yeah.
organized crime. And
Yeah.
so I always think of it as a gangster movie.
Interesting. They should put it on this list.
Yeah. I also often think of hitman movies as gangster movies.
Yeah.
Like, even if they're not mob affiliated hitmen.
There's always a storyline about the mob called them to hit somebody.
Right. Like Gross Point Blank.
Okay.
As funny as it is, and like dark black comedy, it's about hitmen. And I always I'm like, to me, it's like mob movie adjacent.
Yeah. It feels
know?
like there's always some kind of syndicate that the hitman can call in and be like,
Yeah, there's like some kind of.
I'm looking for work this week. And you get on your super encrypted keyboard computer,
Right.
your keyboard computer, and you go like, oh, I'm looking for a job. And then some random voice on the other end is like, you must kill this school mom.
Right.
And you're like, what?
Right. Now, let me ask this, because that whole syndicate, that kind of thing, also would go along with like the Mission Impossible movies. What do you consider those? I mean, those are crime syndicates.
I think those are crime thrillers.
Gotcha. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see that.
Guess what number 9 is?
Tell me.
Just guess. It has Annette Bening in it.
Oh, it's not.
Glamour was the disguise.
Oh, I was thinking something very different.
Bugsy. With Warren Beatty.
Warren Beatty,
Yep.
because they were
Yep.
married. For a hot
$77 million
second.
in 1991.
Yeah, it wasn't a very good movie.
No. Then we have
Warren Beatty, it's weird to me. I don't think he's a very good actor.
To me-
and I'm probably like, people will be like, "What?"
I fully agree.
just
To me,
don't think
he's
he's
a
great.
Warren maybe.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
I just don't understand the appeal. And like a lot of women are like, "Oh, he's so sexy," and I'm like, "He's smarmy.
Yeah.
He's slimy."
Those women have questionable taste at best.
Maybe they have some issues to deal with,
Well,
or just bad taste. You're right.
That's true.
Probably just bad taste.
In let's see here, in 2002 we got Gangs of New York. It made $93.72 million.
Fantastic movie.
Yep.
So good.
Oh, here's something. It made 93.7 domestic, but
Okay.
it cost $100 million to make. So on the books in
Yeah.
the U.S.,
It didn't.
they got a $7 million tax write-off for that.
Yeah.
That lost money.
Right.
But international, it probably did a bajillion trillion. Wow. Here's something. Scarface.
And that's number what?
No, number 7. But the year is what...
Scarface is number 7?
Well, this is what intrigues me because I don't think they're doing equivalent math. I don't think they're saying that this money in this year was worth this much at this time.
Probably not.
1983, it made $98 million.
That's a lot. 19. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't believe it's that high up on the list. I would have thought it would have been like in the ones and twos.
This is, I think this is solely going off of box office domestic gross.
Are those, by any chance, are those first weekend numbers or something?
I don't know.
Because it seems like
No.
a lot of those are not like some of them didn't even break even, and they're huge movies.
Well, it's total domestic gross. It's just U.S. numbers. It's not
Okay.
Canada, France,
Right.
all the other countries besides the United States.
Okay.
This is another movie like financing gig. It's like the way they do record deals where they're like, hey, what are you talking about, man? We spent $100 million on this movie and we only made $90 million. And then they cooked the books.
That you took over mob voice to
No,
do that.
that was dumb studio executive voice.
With a little bit of New York Mafia
Hey,
thrown in there.
why you gotta talk to me like
Hey,
that?
Tony Pepperoni.
Hey. Here's one that doesn't deserve to be on here because the movie sucked.
Okay.
Number 5, Road to Perdition with Tom Hanks.
It was not a great movie.
It wasn't that great. It
And-
made $125 million.
I can't believe it made that much money. I really can't. It was not great. I wanted it to be great because I love Tom Hanks.
Here's something that'll blow your socks in the sand.
I don't want my socks in the sand.
Well-
Gross.
Go to the beach.
No, I want my socks to stay out of sand.
It's an Academy Award winning movie.
Okay.
It won Best Cinematography.
Road to Perdition?
Yeah.
I could see that.
I don't think it looked that great. But whatever.
Okay.
I know you hate doing all the lists, but we got
No, it's
7 minutes to kill.
I'm actually enjoying this list.
American Gangster at number 4.
I love that movie.
Yeah.
so
so
much.
good.
It would, to me, that ranks up there as one of my absolute favorite mob movies.
It seems like
It's
there's
so
a theme
good.
going on. Almost all these cost $100 million to make.
Maybe that's their budget cap at the studios for mob movies. They just go 100 mil. That's what you get. Don't need pepperoni. Said you get $100 million to make your movie. No.
Yeah, sorry, that was very funny. I was reading.
Sorry, that was very funny.
That was very
That was
funny.
very funny.
You are hilarious. I was reading something about Ridley Scott, like when he picked up the screenplay. He found American Gangster while he was shooting Kingdom of Heaven.
I don't remember Kingdom of Heaven. What was that?
What's his name? The actor that has the song Gold Digger.
Jamie Foxx.
That's right. That's why we got Nick here, paying them the big bucks. Jamie Foxx was in Kingdom of Heaven.
What's the premise of it?
They go Kingdom of Heaven. They are CIA guys that go over. It's 2005. That's interesting.
Is that the movie where they go to Iraq and they're looking for gold or something that was hidden? Or
That sounds like a terrible idea to me. Let's go to Iraq and search for gold. Nothing will go wrong.
it was like Saddam Hussein's gold. Or something. I can't remember. Maybe
Oh, that's
Saudi.
a terrible idea.
Yeah, I feel
I'm totally wrong. That's Kingdom of something else. This Kingdom of Heaven is a medieval movie.
Oh, who does it star?
This has Orlando Bloom, Eva Green, Ghassan Mossad, Jeremy Irons, David Thewlis, Brendan Gleeson, Ian Glenn, Marton Kosakis, Liam Neeson, Edward Norton, Michael Sheen.
It's got some heavy ass hitters in it.
Yeah.
How do I've never seen it nor remember it?
Let's play a clip. That'd be so funny if he was on it and it was just like, ding!
That's why
you
it gets
did-
us in trouble though when we do that.
Can't do that anymore.
So what's the premise of it?
Let's see here. The story is set during the Crusades of the 12th century. A French village blacksmith goes to the aid of the Kingdom of Jerusalem in defense of the Ayyub Muslim Sultan Saladin, who's fighting to claim the city from the Christians.
It's a period piece. That's why
Yes.
I'm not into those.
No, but there is another Kingdom of Heaven, isn't there?
Snooze fest. Look up Jamie Foxx Kingdom. Just Google those three things and see what happens. Maybe he calls his house the Kingdom of Fox or something. We'll learn something new about it.
The Kingdom. Sorry. The
okay.
2007's The Kingdom is what I was thinking of with Jamie
And what's
Foxx.
that one about?
Well, if you must know, it's a 2007 American action thriller film directed by Peter Berg, so you know shit just blows up the whole
Fuck
time.
yeah. Love Peter Berg movies.
Dude.
I like shit
it's-
blown up.
It's set in Saudi Arabia.
Nick was probably right then.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't remember. I'm guessing there, but
Yeah. I'm thinking of Three Kings. We're going.
Oh, I love that
Three
movie.
Kings was
That's a
badass.
great movie. I've
Yeah.
not thought of that in years.
Bro, the country dude, he's a famous director, and I never even knew that was him the whole time.
Holy crap.
That's Vanilla Ice.
Yeah.
Nope. Iced
No.
Tea.
I-
Hold on.
Hold up. Hold up.
Are you talking
Like,
about the actor Ice Cube?
Yes.
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 I was like, wait a
Yeah,
minute.
and I'm pretty sure that's the movie I was thinking of earlier, where they go
Three
to find
Kings.
some
Three
gold.
Kings.
And
yeah.
they find all the gold. It's 1999.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Nope. Yes. Three Kings. That's got your boy George Clooney in it.
Yes, it does.
Take it easy.
Actually, you know what's crazy? I've been reading so much because he's done a lot of press lately. And like that guy he just knows how to say things that make you just go, you don't get to be much more of a better human than George Clooney.
Did you see him
He cuts his hair with a Flowbee for
wow.
20 years.
Wow. Until they do it on set for free. Have you ever seen his version of My Next Guest Needs No Introduction with David Letterman?
Yes.
Every time he smiles, I want to punch him in the mouth.
Because he's perfect.
Everything's just perfect.
He's
got
so kind and
Yeah.
charismatic. And
He's
like,
got the best teeth money can buy.
he really does.
But he's got Hollywood blood running so deep in him. It'd be ridiculous, dude.
You know what though? His aunt Rosemary, which is probably the most famous of his relatives, he talks about her helping him out when he moved out here, and he lived with her for a hot second. But do you know he also sold insurance and worked at a gas station?
Oh, sure.
Like he's not completely always taken the easy route. Like he's got a pretty interesting story. I was very surprised by it when I actually started like reading into it. I was like, oh, that is not what I expected at all. I thought same thing. I was like, Silver Spoon all the way. Not really.
Well, have you seen him? Did you see what he looked like in what was that?
Roseanne?
No, that first sitcom that he was on.
Oh, The Facts of Life.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
He wasn't the hunky hunkster he is
Oh, no,
now.
he had like the flippy... Back then he was, though. I remember watching it as a kid. Like, I watched that show and I was like, he's dreamy. Like, back then even, he was pretty dreamy. And I even remember, like, junior high-ish watching Roseanne and being real excited when he came on.
What?
Because he was the factory manager where her sister and her worked.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and he dated her sister for a hot second.
What? He dated Roseanne's sister?
Yeah, on the show. Laurie Metcalf.
Right.
Yeah.
She just doesn't seem like someone that he would date.
No, like on the show, not in real life.
Yeah, it still seems like a little bit of a mismatch.
He wasn't really George Clooney on the show.
Right. Remind me to tell you who Roseanne's sister reminds me of in real life that we both know after the show.
Oh, okay.
All right,
I think I know. That didn't take long, but we'll confirm it later.
Yeah, the last three. We got The Departed. Wicked Departed. 142 million. We got The Untouchables, right?
So good also.
1987.
How are there so many good Mafia movies?
Yeah. And then, of course,
The Godfather.
the three Godfather films. They get to lump them all together.
Yeah.
And that is
the Mafia Week.
That's Friday. TGIM.
Okay, are we going to see if we can do it right?
Yeah, we can do it right.
No, I never do it right. You always do it right.
We did it right last week when no one was watching. As long as... No, it's not... Okay. Let's have Nick take us out.
Monday through Thursday. It's as long as it's not Friday.
Right.
And on Friday...
Since it's Friday. We'll see you
Monday.
Have a good weekend.
You always add stuff.
Yes, it's funnier that way. Nick,
Wonder I can never get it right.
Nick, will you take us out?
Bye, y'all.
All right.
Perfect.
See you next week, everybody.